Welcome to NocBro Nation.
Welcome back, guys. Jarrell here.
And I'm Josh, and today we got a cool topic for you. Robert Kirkman, the creator of The Walking Dead, really not down with the variant walkers.
Yeah, guys. So bringing some Walking Dead comics back in the mix, man. We don't really talk too much about it anymore. Mostly just things on Robert Kirkman answering fans' questions in the notes of The Walking Dead Deluxe. So The Walking Dead Deluxe is the rebirth of the Walking Dead comics issues. They're releasing them all in color. I think they're releasing 2 a month, and I think it's up to... Dude, we're getting close to issue 100. I want to see the cover. I want to see the cover that they used for issue 100, which is the introduction to Negan.
Dude,
I think we're like on issue 89 right now.
That just might pull me back in.
Yeah,
to at least buy that one.
To buy the. We started collecting them, and they started making. You know, if you guys follow comics, they make all these variant covers, and they can make
variants.
Yeah. They make all these covers, the different artists do them, and they get too insane. It gets too expensive. So I started collecting them where I just want the A cover and the B cover. The A cover is the
original,
the original, more updated cover, and then the B cover is kind of like the new style cover for the color deluxe. And I started doing that for a while. I was like, we both got out of comics. It just got so expensive. But the iconic issues would be good to kind of get.
Absolutely.
Especially 100.
27?
Yeah.
Dude.
First appearance of like Michonne, first appearance of Abraham.
First appearance of the governor.
They're
probably so expensive.
Yeah. Well, it's still $4.99, $3.99.
No, I meant like
the variant covers.
No, the original colored ones now. Like 27. It's been out 89s. They're up to 89, right?
Yeah.
So 27, you go buy that now. And,
I see what you're saying.
You know, they've marked it up already.
Oh yeah. So
it was fun while it lasted when we did it. And I loved the best part of it was the show was still going on, and you had this source material that it felt like only you knew about it, you know, but it was just fun going to the comic shop. It was every Wednesday?
Every Wednesday, yeah.
Buying an issue and reading the new story. And that was like 36 pages. I could be wrong on that count. And there was always a cliffhanger on the last page.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
And you had to wait a whole month for another issue. Like, it was awesome. I loved it.
Yeah. So yeah, The Walking Dead Deluxe. There's 193 issues. They're releasing 2 a month. And I think when we first started this, it was like going to take 8 years. Releasing 2 a month for 193 issues. So
when all is said and done, they have these omnibuses. Omnibus, yes. And these books are absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to pull one out.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Yeah. So yeah, these are the omnibus. So they have I can't remember how many issues they have in one book, but they're extra sized pages. They're absolutely gorgeous books.
Yeah, guys. So right here, it's absolutely amazing if you're a comic book reader.
Yeah, and look how big that page is.
It's amazing. So this, beautiful. For those of you that have not seen, Walking Dead, as we're talking, was originally done in black and white.
Yeah.
Whoever decided to do that is a marketing genius.
Actually, that's the thing. Kirkman, I think he always wanted it black and white. I think they said that the publishers wanted to put it in color, and he was like, "No, I don't want it in color."
What's this? When they storm the just gorgeous. I love it.
Yeah, I think there's 16 issues in those. I think it says on the book, but look at the oversized pages. They're absolutely beautiful.
They did put some color in this in the back.
Oh, those are the color. Those are the covers.
The covers are always in color.
Yeah. We're hoping that when they're done, they release omnibuses of full color of what they're doing with the deluxe. But that's years down the road, and that's a lot of money.
Dude, you know what I'm trying to get at? Because I know where I'm kind of at. The prison scene.
Oh, I see you're with the governor right now.
The 2-pager.
Oh, spoilers. If you know what that is. And if you don't, that's all right. You won't know. We won't say it.
Let's just close that.
Yeah. We won't say it. But yeah, gorgeous books. I've gotten Josh pretty much most of them. I've been getting his collection up. But yeah, as
I was saying, when they're done with this color single issues,
they need to do that.
You need to do this. You need to bring this in color. That'd be awesome.
That'd be so good.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys. So as you know, the Walking Dead TV show has diverged from the storyline of the source material multiple occasions, but Robert Kirkman has always been firmly supported on that. He's always been part of the series. asking, people, they're asking questions and asking, what do we do here? And they've taken deviations, and we've seen that. They've expanded Carol's story. Carol did not survive very long in the source material.
Daryl, not past the prison.
Daryl Dixon.
Hold on. Spoiler alert on some of this stuff if you're reading the issue. Sorry.
True, yeah. Daryl Dixon, we can say right now, he was made for the show. Daryl Dixon is not in the source material at all. We won't go into any other spoilers, but that's kind of the gist of it. But these variant walkers that have been coming up in the last season, and we've seen in Daryl Dixon, Robert Kirkman hasn't really been on board with it because he's had 2 golden rules. 1, no variant zombies. 2, no explaining the origin of the virus. And that's one thing that he has done very, very well. He will not explain it. He'll give jokes. Yeah. What was the last joke of where it came from?
Well, so let's give a little backstory. In the back of each issue is a community, what do they call it?
Fan notes,
right? Where fans can send him questions and he'll answer them. Mm-hmm. And it usually takes up a couple pages. Mm-hmm. There have been so many that have said, hey, how did this all start? Yeah. Right? And every single time he just blows it off or does a roundabout way to answer it. But one time he did it through a tweet. Mm-hmm. He tweeted Space Spore. That's all he tweeted. And the community went absolutely crazy. Nuts.
Absolutely crazy. But we even talked about him like, that could make sense. Something from outer space.
Well, then it goes back to when he originally pitched The Walking Dead.
Yep.
He originally pitched it to the publisher or editor or whoever. I don't know that process. Sorry, guys. But he originally pitched it as an aliens. Aliens were going to come down and spread this virus around. Mm-hmm. And so then they greenlit the series, and they get 3 or 4 issues in, and the management's like, where's the aliens? And he's like, oh, I was just joking about that.
Yeah. He felt that pitching this as a zombie series wasn't going to work. And it actually, in a way, what he did was phenomenal because it turned out to one of the best freaking series of all time. Well, I wouldn't say of all time. Well, I could say of all time for Image, but yeah.
It's one of the reasons why I like him so much. He's just raw. He just doesn't care, right?
Yeah, he doesn't.
And so multiple times they've asked him, where is this from? And no definitive answer.
None.
Ever. And he never will. And that's, honestly, that's probably for the best.
It's probably for the best. And I can understand that maybe he may not like the World Beyond, saying that the French kind of started it. He just doesn't want the origins to be known. So getting back to the zombie variants. So in The Walking Dead Deluxe number 73, Robert Kirkman asked a fan's question
a fan asked
a question about how he felt the Walking Dead series introducing zombie variants. And Kirkman's response is, I'm happy to be proven wrong if these things work out and end up being cool. So right there, he's happy to be proven wrong.
He even has it in his golden rule. His one golden rule is no variant zombies.
No variants. Because,
he was a fan of, what was the show? He always talks about it. Night of the Living Dead.
Dawn of the Dead.
And so that's zombies. There are no variants.
He wants to stick to traditional zombie lore. Yeah. He feels that zombie, he's taken a lot from different zombie movies and things, and he wants to stick to that lore because he feels that it's really about the story of the survivors, not necessarily about the zombies.
That's what originally drew you in, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I remember when I first told you about The Walking Dead, you didn't want to have anything to do with it.
I didn't at first.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I didn't.
And then you read, if you guys look at the first issue and you open it up, there is a page from Kirkman that explains.
Oh. That's what drew
you in, what The Walking Dead is about. Mm-hmm. And that it is not about the zombies, that it is about the story of the people that are trying to survive through this thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's what got me. And that's what I loved about the series. Yes, the zombies walkers are there to be fearful and to have that fear aspect, but it's not solely about it. And that's why I love that he never talks about the origin, because then it would turn into, that's all we're talking about. We're not talking about anything else. We're talking about the origin. So I understand why he doesn't want zombie variants, because it's taking away from what the true meaning and aspect of The Walking Dead is about. It is about the human beings, about the people, not the zombies. So having all these zombies have variant aspects, running, that's just not what he wants. So I understand that he's not fully sold on it, but if they make it cool,
could be cool.
He might like it.
He's like, could be cool.
It could be cool. So it's really cool to hear him say that and kind of give an answer, because I don't know if maybe he's gotten that question so many times and he's tried to bypass it, or he just didn't want to say anything.
Dude, I'm sure he's been asked so many questions about the differences in the show and his creation. Because,
for sure.
For sure. I don't want to say they've effed up his creation so much, but they've made so many changes. And I don't think I've ever heard him answer this, but I guarantee he's been asked this several times about what he feels about Carl being killed.
That's just what I was going to ask. Yes.
I don't think I've ever heard his response.
I'm going to have to look for it. If you guys have seen something, let us know in the comments, but that's one thing I want to look at is
the reason why I go
response.
The reason why I go to that one.
That's the biggest one.
Yes, it's the biggest one.
Biggest one.
And it is the biggest one that deals with the end of his story.
Yep. Yeah. It totally what AMC did in the show to Carl Grimes completely throws away what he did in the actual source material.
Which is a beautiful ending.
It's beautiful.
Absolutely beautiful ending.
And when that happened, a lot of the fan base, not even just the fan base who read the comics, it hurt the fan base who only know of the show of Carl's death. And that was huge. And that's why we lost Andrew Lincoln. That is why. Yes, he wanted to spend time with his family, but that is one major reason why Andrew Lincoln left.
Yeah, I think it was probably the biggest mistake they made.
That is their biggest mistake that they ever made on the show.
Yeah.
They made others, but that was the biggest one. I mean, just guys, so like we can talk, we'll talk about one piece, one variation, another one that when I think of it now, I don't know if it could have worked or not. But the other one now is with Andrea.
Yeah.
Andrea in the comics was badass. She was awesome.
I just don't think people connected with the actress
the show.
That played Andrea.
Not with the show. They did not write Andrea in the show properly to be a leader like she was in the comics.
I lost all respect when she slept with Shane.
Oh, God.
And then on top of that, slept with the governor.
Yeah, dude, that was so bad.
I think she slept with the governor, did she?
I don't know if she did.
I know she slept with Shane.
Yeah, she kind of had a weird relationship with the governor.
It doesn't matter. She had a relationship with the governor.
Exactly.
That didn't happen.
No. Yeah, that was a huge one. And it was told that she actually was contracted to be on the show a lot longer.
Yeah, 8 or 9 seasons, I think.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was a big thing because, Andrea and Rick did become a couple, and seeing how Rick and Michonne are a couple in the show, truly, I don't know if it really would have worked just because of how they wrote Andrea in the beginning. I don't think it would have worked.
Yeah.
Because her character wasn't good in the show at all. I was very disappointed by that. And again, we won't go into a lot of it, but we could spend a video talking about all of it if you guys want one.
I could keep going, honestly.
Let us know in the comments if you guys want us to talk about a lot of the differences in the show and the comics and our favorite ones and our least ones. Let us know in the comments, and we'll definitely think of that.
Honestly,
there's so many.
It would be an awesome video because there are a ton.
We will put that on the docket.
Yeah.
We'll have to get some.
That'd have to be a series.
We might have to split that up into a series. Yeah, we may have to go like season 1, 2, and like really split it up. So we'll have to do our own homework.
I'm sure a lot of people have done videos on the differences, but this is our opinion on the differences.
Our opinion, yeah.
But variant walkers.
Yeah. So I mean, do you like the variant walkers that now? I know we've talked about it. Do you like the variant walkers that we saw at the end of the series in season 11?
100%.
And are you liking the variants that we've been introduced to in the Daryl Dixon series, the burners and the super serum walkers?
The only one I don't like is the super serum walkers.
Yeah.
I like the burners, and I like the ones at the end of the show, the intelligent. I say intelligent.
They're intelligent.
That's a loose term.
They're slow intelligent, but they're intelligent.
Or memory, you could say that. Yeah. I like those the best.
Yeah.
But the super serum, we're getting too crazy.
You're engineering it.
Yeah.
It's not natural like what we saw at the end of season 11 where, a walker is walking and stops and turns its head and just changes direction, or picks up a knife, or picks up a rock, climbs a fence. Yeah, climbs. Those are natural mutations, which I like better. I think Kirkman could be on board with the natural mutation of the variant.
You're assuming that that's natural.
I'm assuming it's natural. We don't know. We don't know the virus. We don't know what's changing. But that's how I'm thinking, is that it's naturally changing. It's naturally mutating. Going off of the words of Jurassic Park.
Life finds a way.
Life will find a way.
If you don't cut that clip into this video, I'd be very disappointed.
It's going to be. Life will find a way.
Find a way.
But yeah, the super serum ones, you're engineering it, because you're engineering them to be so powerful that no human being can beat them. But we saw Daryl Dixon take how many down? 2 or 3 down with ease.
Yeah.
He can beat them.
Yeah.
But still, they are very terrifying and very strong. But we don't know their plans of really what they want to do with these walkers. Like they're testing these with these serums, and
shipping them.
What if they perfect the serum?
Yeah.
What if they make like these massive Bane looking dudes, like just death?
Comic book Bane.
Yeah. Or the Night King. No.
Night King.
I was thinking of Last of Us, but not the Night King.
Rat King.
Yeah. The Night King. That's like more Game of Thrones. But
no, I mean, yeah, it's I'm not on engineering. No. It's too gimmicky.
Yeah.
I say that in a Walking Dead show, but
yeah. Well, even we've been kind of like, even with the variants that we saw in season 11, we were, it made us intrigued, right? We wanted to see more, but we knew we weren't going to, because we had to finish a story. And it wasn't about these
As a matter
variants.
of fact, if I remember correctly, we weren't really on board with that. We wanted that not to be in the show.
Yeah.
But when we saw it,
it was cool.
It was cool.
Yeah. that you are absolutely right. We weren't really on board with it at the beginning, because we were like, what? They're climbing? What?
And you're throwing this in now?
You're throwing it in now at the end of the series. It's cool, but you're not going to expand on it, if they're ending the series.
But imagine if they would have thrown that in like 6 or 7, season 6 or 7.
That would have been cool.
Kept it going.
And then kept kind of expanding on it.
Oh my God.
It would have infuriated Robert Kirkman even more.
but then you would have added more of an element of
Exactly.
scariness to the walkers. Like,
for sure.
Should have done that earlier.
Yeah, because like we've mentioned, the fear of the walkers have kind of dwindled over the seasons, because they were kind of getting rid of them. It wasn't really, it's never been about the walkers, like we said, but it just kind of took the fear aspect of it. Like, we're all traveling on the road, and we're not looking side to side anymore, making sure that there's no walkers anywhere. We're just able to go. So yeah, I think if they introduced it earlier on and maybe expanded on it, you didn't have to go ham on it, but throw it in every once in a while to be like, okay, they're evolving. Yeah. Something is happening with these walkers, and it could have a cool aspect to it.
Yeah. Do you know YouTube TV? I have YouTube TV. You have YouTube TV.
Yes, I do.
This might be off topic, but there is a channel that plays Walking Dead at night.
Oh, yeah.
Replays of the episodes.
Is it just AMC?
I don't know.
Oh.
No, I forgot what channel it is. Yeah, but their commercials are not commercials. They just cut to The Walking Dead, and there's blood splattered all over, and it says like, "We'll be back."
We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Or something. Well, that's cool.
Yeah,
nice.
And so I watched the Eastman episode the other night.
Oh,
such a good episode.
Oh my God. That's is that The Walking Dead, or is that Fear?
No. That's
that's The Walking Dead.
Yeah,
Duh.
That's when he went clear.
Duh. What's wrong with me? Yeah. Such a good episode.
Yeah, really good episode. But anyway, yeah, and then is that the same one where Rick's like running to the gates of Alexandria because the horde, like the rerouting of it went wrong?
I can't say yes or no, because that's so long ago. I cannot remember.
It may have been a different episode I was watching, but you just see him like arms flailing and he's running to the gate. God. Anyway,
those episodes
that was completely off topic, but
yeah. So yeah, guys, these variants, let us know your thoughts. Do you agree with Robert Kirkman? Do you think that the variants shouldn't have been introduced so late? Should they have been introduced a little bit earlier, or should they not introduce them at all? Because as we've said, and as Robert Kirkman has noted, The Walking Dead isn't about the zombies. It's about the people. But you do have to have that fear and thrill aspect, which are the zombies. Yes, variants can make it more thrilling, more fearful, but where do we want to go with these variants? Where really do we want to go with them?
Yeah.
We'll see more in the Daryl Dixon series as far as what they're going to do with these super serum ones, especially with the burners. I can't wait to see Carol interact with the burners as well.
We might see more.
We might see more.
Give me a runner.
We want to see runners.
That's all I want is a runner.
We want to see them hopping walls, doing parkour.
And you know what's crazy about that is they know we want it.
Yeah.
They know we want it because they threw that one in Dead City in the trailer. That he was actually alive. He wasn't a zombie.
Oh, we thought it was a running.
Jumped off the roof.
Yep.
Was all scraped up, so we thought it was a walker.
Yeah, it was a
They know we want it.
They know we want it. And we kind of got it in the fight scene with Daryl Dixon in season 1.
Yeah, but it took a serum to do it. I want natural mutation.
Natural mutation, yeah. I kind of heard that we might be getting some. There's just been not leaks, but teasers. With Scott Gimple says something, you can't really truly take it. Take it with a grain of salt whenever he says something. But he's mentioned it like I think they know we want it.
Yeah,
and they've kind of teased it, but we don't know how far they're going to go with it. That's the thing.
It just like it doesn't like you could have a group of 15 walkers like doing their thing walking, and then just 2 come right out the back of the pack, just running. Whoa. Yeah, dude, like that'd be amazing. Although, like, I would want it to be specific people to see that. Like, I wish it was back in the Rick days and they seen that happening. Oh God.
Or what would be also, it'd be awesome too, is like, there's like a crowd of walkers, right? And they're standing in front, and our survivors, whomever, are seeing it, and then a small group just moves to the side, and there's just 2 of them just standing there stoic, just looking at them. But they're like, okay, why did they move away from these 2? Or how are they communicating somehow? Like, and then those 2 just start slowly walking, and then faster, and then faster, and they start running.
Or you could have those 2, when the group spreads away, those 2 are not even looking at our survivors, but then they lock eyes, notice that it's food, and just gun it towards them.
Or they put up a hand,
like they sense,
and they go like this, and then they all run.
Like they sense food's there.
They sense it.
I need to get there faster to get my food.
Yeah. Dude. Lock it in. So yeah, guys, let us know your thoughts on this. Make sure you like, subscribe, and we will see you guys in the next one. I'm Jarrell.
I'm Josh.
We're NocBro Nation.
We're out.